What's going on, y'all? We're back with another reaction video today. We got NFL Week 4 predictions. I say reaction video. That's wild. All right, man. We're gonna start off with the Dolphins versus the Bengals. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna check my record for last week after. I don't think I did the best last week. I'm gonna put it in the comment section. I'm gonna check my record after. But we're just gonna go ahead and jump into it. Dolphins versus the Bengals. Let's see. Go ahead, check out the rosters. Dolphins. Pretty much, I normally check these just for injury purposes. I saw a post Pat McAfee, actually depth chart. I saw a post that Pat McAfee put out saying that a bunch of plays and a practice from the Dolphins got leaked. So that's kind of crazy. Will that play a real part into the game? You know, it's easy to, I mean, they watch film. So, like, once you know what the other team is doing, did that really make a difference? Y'all let me know. Y'all thoughts on that? Did that make a real difference? I mean, both teams watch film. So, they got a lot of film on each other. Maybe some plays that they, if it's some plays that they never ran, I mean, I guess you could find some advantage in that. Some plays that they never ran, maybe. Yeah, it could be some advantage there. I don't see really many injuries on the Dolphins part. I'm debating on starting Chase Edmonds, bro. I took him off because the Bengals run defense has been pretty good this year. I mean, he could get a touchdown, a rushing touchdown, but their run defense has been pretty solid this year. So I took him from starting, but everybody looks fine. They got everybody there. The Bengals, for the most part, they look fine. Yeah, about the same as last week. If I had to pick right now, where they playing at? Let's see. They're playing at the Bengals, at Cincinnati. Ooh, that's a tough one. Dolphins been playing good defense. Bengals playing pretty solid defense, solid offense. Tua playing? We haven't heard anything about Tua not playing. He's still good. He's still playing. I don't want to see Skylar Thompson play one of these days. We'll see if that ever happens. But I'm gonna go ahead and pick. I'll pick the Dolphins to be 4-0. I'll pick them to be 4-0. I'll roll the Dolphins on this one. Hold on, I got an alert. Tua, Jalen Waddle, Xavier Howard, and Teron Armstead are all active tonight. So yeah, I'll pick the Dolphins. Vikings versus the Saints should be an interesting game. Let's see if we're missing anybody here. Let's see where we at the Saints, looking for them. There go Saints, and then we're looking for the Minnesota Vikings. All right. Dalvin Cook is playing? Whoa, hold on. I could have sworn he just dislocated his shoulder. Dalvin Cook injury. Hold on. Dalvin Cook injury update. This is 11 hours ago. Dalvin Cook shoulder injury will be the focus of many fantasy football managers in week 4. The combination of a star running back carrying an injury with the early kickoff in London will make him a hot topic over the weekend. So he could possibly play. Let's examine the latest injury. See if he suits up or not. Oh man, all these ads. I'm trying to see some real stuff, bro. Let's see. This one's 8 hours ago. Fantasy injuries. David Montgomery. It's gonna be an interesting situation with him. Khalil Herbert went crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Cook returned to practice today. Raising likelihood he'll play. He did not participate in the Wednesday practice, but is still considered day to day after dislocating his shoulder. If Cookwater missed this week, Madison is in for the line. Is in line for the bulk of the work in the backfield. If Cook does indeed play, his workload could be reduced a bit. Oh man, it's a tough situation. So you really just don't know right now. I don't want to sit. I don't want to sit Chase Edmonds if I don't have to. That'll be tough, but I just have to wait on it. So Cook could possibly play. I trust Alexander Madison though. He had I think a couple 100-yard games last year in Cook's absence. Then they got their rookie Ty Chandler, kind of like him too. He had a solid showing in the preseason. They still got Kene Nwangwu, so they got some solid running backs. The Saints, I think everybody good. Taysom Hill is out. Okay. Marcus May is out. Oh, that's interesting. But PJ Williams is starting at safety. Let's see. Who do I like better? Saints have given up some run yards. If they can keep it balanced, it's gonna be an interesting matchup. If I'm being honest, man. I feel like the key is gonna be for the Vikings defense to play well, because how the Panthers did them last week, how they did the Saints last week was pretty crazy. But it's interesting. Decent pass. I'm gonna give it to. This is a tough one. I ain't gonna lie. They're playing in London. That's gonna be interesting. So no home field advantage here. I'm gonna give it to the Vikings. I don't know. I like the Vikings better defensively. I like them better offensively as well, but oh my gosh, this is a tough one. Kendrick Hunter. I really trust him like that. Jalen Reagor, Naylor, Kirk Cousins. Let me see if they play. Did they play last year? Vikings, Saints, 2021. October 2nd. No. I'm looking for. Did they play? No, I don't see one for last year. All right. I'll pick the. It's tougher. I'll pick the Saints. Yeah, I'll pick the Saints. Seahawks, Lions. I feel like this is a 50-50 game. Like it's a tough pick in my opinion. Seahawks, Lions. Let's see. I think Lions won. No, Lions lost their last one versus the Vikings. Oh, Lions did lose. Vikings won. Detroit Lions. Versus the. I forget that quick. Seahawks. What's his name? Gino played decent last week. I got to do these after I do the recaps because then it'll be a lot fresher on my mind. They lost to the Falcons. Gino did play decent though. It had a solid game. Let's see. I could have sworn I clicked this already. Lions. DJ Chark back. Josh Reynolds. Amon-Ra St. Brown. They've been playing pretty good offensively. Running back. DeAndre Swift is supposed to play. Could have sworn he was injured. What's up with this? All these hurt running backs actually about to play this week. It's gonna be interesting. I trust Jamal Williams though, if I'm being honest. It's gonna be tough. I think I'll pick the Lions in this one. I kind of like their odds. Could be somewhat of an upset, somewhat of an even game. I think I roll with the Lions in this one though. Let's see. Next, we have the Jets versus the Steelers. I picked the Steelers in this one. Zach Wilson's supposed to be coming back this week. Steelers are a better team, but as far as quarterback play, we'll see how that plays out. They might be even there. So we'll see. So Jets. Where the Jets? Where the Jets? Where the Jets? New York Jets. Okay. Everybody healthy on the Jets. That's wild. Everybody's there. That is interesting. Yeah, I think the Jets could give them a competitive game. Everybody healthy. They playing at Pittsburgh though. That's an interesting one. That is very interesting. Minka Fitzpatrick questionable. Kilo Witherspoon questionable. Of course, TJ out. Imagine. We see week 3. The Steelers played the Browns. Lost to the Browns. Wow. I feel like this is another toss-up game. Some of these been tough so far, bro. I feel like this is a toss-up game. I want to pick the Steelers, but I feel like the Jets could low-key compete with them. Like right now, I feel like they could. They got beat by the Bengals, but again, I trust Joe Burrow to take over a game more than I would trust Mitch. No offense to him. I'll go ahead and pick the Steelers. I feel like that's the pick that should win, So I'll go ahead and pick the Steelers for now, but we'll see how it plays out. I think Jets will give them a competitive game though. Bears versus Giants. I think this would be a good game. I'm gonna roll with the Giants for this one. Let's see. They've been playing solid defense this year. Bears haven't been consistent on offense this year. So I like the Giants' chances just a little more. Wan'Dale Robinson out. We got Kenny Golladay should start. David Seals, Richie James, Kadarius Toney, and Darius Slayton. I can't wait to see these 3 play. Kenny Golladay, Darius Slayton, and Kadarius Toney. I like all 3 of these receivers. Haven't seen them much at all this season. Crazy that they had Sterling Shepard and Wan'Dale Robinson. I think this was probably the most talented, one of the most talented receiving corps in the league as far as potential goes. Let's see. Bears, David Montgomery, questionable at the moment. Got a good run game. It's the pass game that I'm worried about. It's solid at times, but it's not consistent. Defense is solid. Defense pretty solid, but I'm gonna pick the Giants on this one. I'll roll with that. Titans versus the Colts. I'll pick the Colts for now, but it is a toss-up game. This is a toss-up game. Derrick Henry had a good game last week. Robert Woods had a good game last week. If they come back and play like they did last week, then we could see something different. Obviously than we seen the first 2 games, which was a win. But even though the Colts beat the Chiefs, I think the Titans still have a very good chance. It's a divisional game, so it's like it's one of those that can go either way. Shaquille Leonard might be playing. That'd be good to see. A lot of good players, man. I'm gonna pick the Colts for now. Treylon Burks, Robert Woods. Why does they only have? Oh no, man. I'm about to say why does they only have three receivers? Got a lot of rookies on this team. Well, on the offensive side. Yeah, man. I picked the Titans. I mean, it's like Colts. Imagine if that slip up was end up playing out like that. Got the Texans versus the Chargers. I will pick the Chargers in this one. Texans been decent defensively this year. I'm gonna be honest, man. They've been decent. Not against the run. I'll say against the pass. This is a heavy pass team though, so we'll see. They got a nice run game though. It's pretty balanced. Got Austin Eckler, Sonny Michel. Sonny jumped up there, man. He was 4th on the depth chart, jumped up to 2nd. I seen that coming though. I honestly did. Let's see. Everybody there. Oh, what happened to Joey Bosa? What? Wow, that is very disappointing. Oh my gosh. That is very disappointing, bro. I wanted to see a full season of Joey Bosa, and and Khalil Mack and Kyle Van Noy in there too. That's nice, bro. That's tough. Texans defense has been, like I said, been playing solid. They've been getting sacks. Been doing good against the pass. Just stopping the run is an issue for them. I'm gonna pick the Chargers again. I hope the Texans win, but yeah, I don't know. We're just the odd team, bro. Honestly. Browns versus the Falcons. Let's see. Cleveland Browns. Atlanta Falcons. Atlanta, everybody there for the most part. Everybody that I recognize, everybody's there for the most part. All the same players. Browns, everybody look good except for Jadeveon Clowney. He's out. Should be an interesting matchup. I am going to pick the Falcons in this one. I don't know. I like the Falcons squad. I like their potential. Let me see. Last week they played the Saints. They weren't the Saints. What did they beat? They beat somebody. Seahawks. They beat the Seahawks. Prior to that, the week before, Falcons played the. Why is it not showing it? That's odd. Oh, they played the Rams. Got beat by the Rams. How did this game go? Got shut down. They do a good job against the run. I'm noticing that. So that's what they're gonna have to worry about. They're gonna have to worry about their run game. Let's see. Falcons in week 1 played the Saints. Okay, I know they played the Saints at one point. They're solid against the run. Taysom Hill just had him a nice run out the backfield, like at the quarterback position. So, yeah, I roll with the Falcons on this one. I like the Browns, of course, definitely like the Browns, but head says Brown, heart says Falcons, so we're gonna roll with the Falcons on this one. I think I like that choice. Commanders versus Cowboys, divisional game. Carson Wentz has been playing decent this year. I gotta give it to him. He hasn't been playing terrible. He's been playing just the best, or I would say just good, but he's been playing decent this year. I can't really criticize him too much negatively. See, Dalton Schultz still out. Dak Prescott, of course, out. They've been allowing, I think, some rush yards. Zeke and Tony just had them both a good game last week. I don't know if their secondary is the best either. Cooper Rush plays solid. I might have to give it to the Cowboys. They got a solid team over there in Washington, but I think I like the Cowboys odds a little more. Jaguars versus Eagles. I'm gonna give it to the Eagles. We'll look at the roster, so I'm gonna give it to the Eagles. But if the Jags can pull this out, I look at them as an automatic playoff team. Like, even if the Eagles have been playing some teams that aren't like elite or play some elite quarterbacks yet, if the Jags can pull this out, I'll look at them as a playoff team, because the AFC South is struggling right now. You come through right now and beat a team that's 3-0. Jaguars offense and defense has been playing good. Run game has been good. Passing the ball has been pretty good. They've been spreading the ball pretty well. Trevor Lawrence been doing his thing. And the defensively, forcing fumbles, getting sacks, getting interceptions. They've been doing really good defensively, if I'm being honest. Everybody there pretty much for the Eagles. They look like a very healthy team. Them and the Jets probably the two healthiest teams I've seen. Look good, man. Jags, for the most part, got everybody there for the most part. But yeah, I'm gonna roll with the Eagles on this one. But if Jags pull it out, man, they get a lot of credit from me. Ravens, Bills, picking up Ravens. Bills dealing with some injuries. Should be a good game though. Definitely should still be a good game, nonetheless. Hey, they're dealing with some injuries versus the Dolphins, and still gave them a pretty good game. So we'll see. Mitch Morse out, Jordan Phillips out, Ed Oliver out, Jordan Poyer out, Dane Jackson out. Who else we got out? It's their other safety. He's out too. They got a lot of injuries, a whole lot of injuries. Yeah, man. I'm gonna go ahead and roll with the Shoot, the whole receiving core there though, so that's a plus. They're gonna be there offensively. It's just defense, man. That's what I'm worried about. And Lamar been playing amazing, bro. So they're gonna dice him up. All right, that's that. Cardinals, Panthers. Panthers defense played really good last week. They've been playing pretty solid. I think I might pick the Panthers on this one, bro. Honestly. Cardinals, they've been decent. They had them some solid games. Last week they played who was that? They played the Rams last week. I think they lost, but they've been playing solid somewhat. JJ Watt's supposed to be playing this game. Questionable. Zayman Collins questionable. Greg Dortch questionable. Another healthy squad, man. Panthers healthy. I just want to see Baker play better, man. I definitely want to see him play better, connect to these receivers. Some of this play calling become a little better. I'm gonna pick the Panthers for now, but I believe the Cardinals can pull this off. If the Panthers defense can come to play like how they did last week, I don't know, bro. I don't know if I could expect that out of them. Same type of game as they did last week. I don't know if I could expect that. I'll pick the Cardinals. I'm gonna switch it up. I'll pick the Cardinals. They playing at Carolina though. Let me see. Cardinals last week. Cam had a decent game. The CMC played good, bro. He been running the rock. Raiders. Josh Jacobs had a decent game. Just didn't get into the end zone. And Chiefs, I think Pacheco, did he go off in this game? He has some good carries. I'll roll with the I'll strength to that. I'll roll with the Panthers. If CMC's healthy, definitely. I saw something earlier about him not being healthy, so we'll see. Let's see. Broncos versus the Raiders. Broncos. Another divisional game. Should be interesting. Teams. Raiders. Let's see. A few guys on IR. A lot of questionables, but they there. Mac Hollins went crazy last week. Did they pull that game? They blew that game. Titans won. This team is a good team. They just not clicking like they should be, bro. In Oakland. I think the Raiders should have some confidence after this last one. They played a good game. They just lost. I don't know how I feel about the Broncos. I'm going to pick the Raiders for the upset. I feel like the Broncos should win, but I'll pick Raiders for the upset. Packers, Patriots. Packers, of course. I know Mac Jones is out. They said that already. That ankle sprain, man. Them things are tough, bro. Like, realistically, they take a long time to heal. Jacoby Myers is still out. Yeah. Ain't much to see. Sammy Watkins on IR. That's interesting. Was he on IR last week, or they just put him on IR? Romeo Dubes, Christian Watson. We'll have to see them get some more touches. Samori Toure, Amari Rodgers. Got a young receiving core, man. Like that defense. So I hope Jair coming back this week. That'll be good. But Packers for sure. Chiefs, Buccaneers. We're gonna see what the situation is. Buccaneers defense been playing good. Chiefs defense been playing solid as well. What did they just play last week? Chiefs played the. Did I overlook them? I had to. The Colts. They lost to the Colts. Oh, that's tough. That's tough. Lost to the Colts. Run game was non-existent. Wow. I'll pick the Bucs in this one. It's gonna be a nice test for them. Bucs defense been playing good. If we can get Mike Evans and Julio, or Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, or Chris Godwin and Julio, get at least 2 out of the 3. If we can get all 3, amazing. But if not, it's gonna be Chiefs. But I have to pick one, so I'm gonna pick them. I'm pick the Bucks. Tampa Bay. Let's see, Kansas City. See who's playing. Pretty healthy on the Chiefs side, except for Mike Dana. I think he's a solid player, so you might miss him. Giovanni Bernard on IR, but he haven't really been getting touches like that. Everybody there for the Bucks, so it's straight. Chris says questionable. Julio questionable. Mike is cleared to play. Okay. Russell Gage questionable. They got a lot of Qs on here, bro. So Mike gonna play. All right, I rolled the Bucks on this one. And then we got Monday nights, Rams versus 49ers. I'm gonna pick the Rams on this one. I don't think the 49ers played their best game. They played really good defensively, I say that, but I think last week they could have been a lot better. We'll see how they bounce back. San Francisco 49ers and Los Angeles Rams. Van Jefferson IR, Brandon Paul, Allen Robinson. When did Van get put on IR? Am I late? 5 days ago? Oh, what happened? It's gonna be an interesting matchup. Where they playing at? Playing in San Francisco on Monday night. Jimmy G gotta show up. Let me see. Jimmy G in prime time games. I want to see his prime time record in prime time. He has a record of 45-18 in his career. Not prime time though. Jimmy G in prime time. 46-19. I just saw a video about Kirk Cousins playing in prime time, so I figured that I could find one about Jimmy G, but it's cool. Oh, I didn't even look at the rosters for real. Trent Williams is out. Oh wow, that's interesting. Yeah, I roll with the Rams on this one. Round 1. I roll with them. But we'll end it there, y'all. Appreciate y'all for watching. Let me know y'all thoughts. Again, I'll try to have some timestamps and everything, and then my records from the previous weeks in the comment section. Hit the like button for me, subscribe, stay tuned, stay blessed.